Brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from the Superdome. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's McCarthy. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down, trying to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action. Here's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Bigsby running left. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A chance now to make up for that earlier pick 6. They have it first and goal. Here's Bigsby. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. They put Strange in motion. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 31 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. Second and a yard. They'll let Richardson run this himself. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
On the give, it's Hall. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll run. It's Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Second and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New Orleans. Elliott, good on the extra point. Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And the Eagles are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll run with Bigsby. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans after this. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Here's McCarthy. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Olave is the motion man. They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. And he will fight his way to the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That'll be incomplete. So they go for the trickery, but it does not work out. And it's going to be 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That's taken in by Shakir. A gain there of 11. First down, Philadelphia. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Has his man Smith and Jigba working across the field. He is in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. First and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. On first down, it's Richardson. This is caught down that right sideline. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. On first and 10, here's Richardson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Saints will cut the lead down to 4.
Saints 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. It's first down, and it's Paul. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Wow, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
Moore going in motion. On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Moore going in motion. From the gun, Richardson. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
His throw left side is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Quick throw. Taken in. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. To the air once more is McCarthy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
After taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Olave is the motion man. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Third and goal. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball. Downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. off. Here comes Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Slot receiver headed right. Throwing on second down, Richardson. And that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now Richardson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore, and it's going to bring up a third down.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get 22 yards there. First down, New Orleans. So, 3 quarters now in the books. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A run here with Hall. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Richardson to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Richardson. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing is Richardson. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And the defense has it.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. A run. It's Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Looking to throw, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Richardson going to look to throw. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the
To throw, it's Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A second down throw for Richardson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. The pressure intensifies for fourth down and 3. Moore going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules. And what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands based on where they are in the field how they can run.
And he's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, New Orleans. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints have cut the deficit to 5. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Running left, it's Bigsby. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try it now with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
This is 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Here comes second down. Moore going in motion. On second down, Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical third down. From the gun, Richardson. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. The throw is going to be caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden.